Hello everyone, this is Damien from the languagecaster.com team. I hope you're all doing well. Okay, as regular listeners will know, we are taking a short break after posting football language podcasts every day during the Euro 2020 tournament. But here we have an additional podcast from our archives on the language of transfers. This post first appeared in 2009 as a reading text, so we've made a few changes and of course added some voices to it.
พวกท่านกำลังรับฟัง languagecaster.com
The summer transfer window is upon us, which of course means that clubs are allowed to buy and sell players for a fixed period of time. In this post, we take a look at the language of football transfers. Now, we have lots of vocabulary support for this podcast, and we also have a worksheet and a football transfer crossword. Just come along to our site here at languagecaster.com. So, a transfer is when a footballer moves from one club to another, and this can come about in two ways. Either the club decides to sell the player, or the player chooses to leave the club. Simple. Actually, nothing could be further from the truth. The whole process is a complete mess because club managers attempt to buy the best players within their budgets. Players look for higher salaries and a better chance of winning trophies. Agents want to earn large fees from their clients. Fans are full of hope or dread at the prospect of buying someone new or selling one of their stars. Press speculation fuels the whole process. So, here is a brief guide to the language of football transfers in 4 easy steps.
Bạn đang nghe languagecaster.com.
The transfer process usually begins in the media with rumours and gossip linking players and managers with different clubs. A player may be unhappy with the way they have been treated by their club and is angling for a move away. Or if a bigger club is showing interest, the player is flattered and suggests it would be a dream move for them, though we all know that it just means more money. Of course, the player may not wish to move and instead vows to stay and commits their future to the team. Speculation is particularly rife or common when a player is nearing the end of their contract, as clubs can buy the player at a cheaper price. As we mentioned earlier, the club may well wish to get rid of the player, and so they make them available and allow them to contact another club. Officially, a club is not allowed to talk to another player while they are contracted to a club, but they can ask permission to do so, particularly if the club suggests they are open to offers for the player. The press, the media, may report that officials from the two clubs were seen talking, but if this happens while a player is still under contract, then it is known as tapping up, and this is illegal and could mean a fine or another form of punishment. If the talks go well, then the press may suggest that the teams are close to a deal and that a bid has been made. But if there are any problems, then the deal falls through and no one is going anywhere. Number 3, the transfer. There are 2 set periods in the year when teams can buy and sell players, and this is known as the transfer window. A club will decide how much a player is worth, a price is put on their head, and then will enter into negotiations with another club. When the two agree a fee and the player is happy to move, then we say that they have signed for another club, they have moved, they have been transferred, and that the club has sealed the deal. Sometimes, if it has been a particularly quick affair and maybe rather surprising, the press say a player has been snapped up by another team. Now, not all transfers involve money. Sometimes a player moves to another club on a free, so costing nothing, as they may be out of contract, deemed not good enough, or that they've been a loyal servant and can make some money from a move, usually at the end of their career. Another transfer that does not involve cash is the loan deal, which sees a player being lent or loaned to another club for a set period of time, while a swap deal sees two players changing clubs, one player joining one team and the other moving in the opposite direction. Number 4, money. Football is a huge business, and the money involved in transfers helps to keep it running. If a player is still under contract at their original club, then the new club has to pay some money to secure the player, and this is called a transfer fee, and usually the better the player, the higher the fee. Now, the transfer record in 2009 was £80 million paid by Real Madrid to Manchester United for Portuguese star Ronaldo. The player will also receive a signing-on fee along with a new contract, and of course the agent will also benefit. It is not usual these days for a club to pay the full fee up front, but rather it is paid in instalments, which may last for years in some cases. So the transfer process is now complete. However, the business of football, the intense media hunger for stories, and the fans' desire for success all mean that transfer speculation soon begins again, and before you know it, the transfer window is open once more and the whole procedure starts again.
皆さんは languagecaster.com を聞いています。
Yes, you are listening to languagecaster.com. That message was in Japanese. Don't forget, there's a transcript and worksheet for this podcast and lots of vocab support which you can access by coming along to our site. Okay, that's it for this short podcast. We hope you enjoyed our look at some of the phrases connected to football transfers, and we'll be back with more football language soon. Maybe you could tell us how to say some of these phrases in your own language. Don't forget that you can also come and find lots of football language on our site here at languagecaster.com. Enjoy all the football, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.